Hi guys, welcome back to Wear and Compare Wednesday. Today I'm going to be comparing my all-time favourite Dior Lip Maximiser. The colour I have is 006, which I don't think is available all of the time. I've been looking for a while for a dupe of this, and I think the closest we've found so far is this. Maybelline Lifter Gloss, Hyaluronic Acid, and the colour that I've got is Ice. So today we're going to be pitting these against each other. First things first, I do live in this tracksuit, yes. I have it in blue as well, and I wore it so much that I decided to treat myself to the cream one. It is from beige. It's from New Look. Super comfortable. It's very thin compared to other sweatshirts that I've got. But I will say, I think what tipped me over buying the second one, this is irrelevant, I apologise, but was I've got some Topshop joggers that I love, and they're really, really thick. But they go bobbly really, really quickly. And I realised when I was wearing the blue one the other day, I've had this for months and worn and washed them tons, and they haven't gone bobbly at all. So I bought another one of these for that reason. Also, this is a work day for me. So we're at 11:29 now. I actually have already been testing out the new Maybelline one this morning. And I thought, you know, I should probably be filming this. I was doing kind of like a, let's just see how this goes. And I thought, this is the kind of thing I should be filming. So I'm actually going to start with the Dior. We'll swatch them both together first of all, because the Dior does appear to have a little bit more colour. In the tube it does, but I don't know, you know. Next to each other, you know, they do. Doesn't it seem that the Dior one is going to actually have quite a bit more colour? On my hand it looks like this. There's not a lot. It's not a lot. So if there is a difference, I think it's going to be minimal. But there is some colour in the Dior. Can you even see the other one? Okay, that probably is substantial. So that's something to bear in mind, but it's very, very minimal. And it's never a colour that I really notice. It's kind of like a milky, beigey kind of colour. Also, you can get different colours of the Lip Lifter Gloss from Maybelline, but I picked this one because I thought online it probably looked the closest. Let's look at the applicators. They are very different. Very different, and obviously as such they apply it in a completely different way. This one, I actually think I prefer the Maybelline one, you know, but this one is obviously what I'm used to. This one would lend itself if you were getting one of the more colourful versions. In this colour I don't think it makes a massive, massive difference, but I really do quite like the larger doe foot applicator on the Maybelline one. Does it sound weird to say I've just cleaned my lips? But I have. I cleansed, scrubbed a little bit just to kind of give me the ultimate bare lip to start with, because I have been wearing something else this morning. So we're starting with the Dior. Now, if I had anticipated a close-up on my mouth this morning, I would have, one, shaved my mustache, but also reapplied my makeup. But we are where we are. So this is what it looks like. I love it. It tingles just the tiniest, tiniest amount. This has been my staple handbag gloss. It's basically in place of a balm or anything else. I have to say it's tingling just a tiny bit more than I remember. And I don't know if that's because I've not been used to wearing it all the time, or if I have just done a lip scrub. So maybe it's because my lips are a tiny bit more sensitive. But it's not uncomfortable at all. It's just kind of like a fresh, like a minty fresh feeling. It also has kind of a sweet mint flavour, which you may not be into, but I personally really like. And it tastes nice. So you will be getting the lovely privilege of lots of close-ups of my mouth. It's just weird, isn't it? As we go through the day. Because I want to show you. I can't just tell you, well, no, it feels like this, it looks like this. You need to see up close. So right now, beautiful. Everything feels filled out. It's a very balmy kind of gloss. If you look in the mirror, kind of like, there are no lines. It'll just... beautiful. It's also not sticky at all. Sometimes you see a gloss that kind of smooths everything out, but then as it wears, it's kind of a weird, drier kind of texture, and so it starts to sink into lines and actually not look very nice. That is not my experience of this, but most of all, at this stage, first impressions are just smoothing and perfecting, and very easy to apply in this colour or any kind of light shade like this without a mirror. Back, my hair is up. I'm in business. I've been working, and sometimes you have to put your hair up when you're working. So we are, let me have a look at my mirror up close. Looking good. Right, it's been 3 hours. It's not glossy anymore. I've also had 2 drinks and eaten some lunch. Let's come in close. It's very comfortable. It just now feels like a balm. It doesn't feel, I mean, it's still not sticky. It's still not anything. It doesn't look bad. It's not kind of dried down to anything. And there's no texture whatsoever. It's just kind of balmy now. So in terms of feel, perfect. I think in terms of look, it's still good. Now I can't tell you what this is going to be like in a colour. I've never had a colour version of this. I don't know whether or not that colour would wear away to anything particularly unattractive. I suspect the colour would wear away quite quickly and then you'd kind of be left with the same kind of thing. But this kind of lip gloss, this is what I want it for. I want it to be a really, really easy, nice to wear. As I'm saying this, I'm like, when is the next time I'm going to want to wear lip gloss? Really, truthfully, because of the whole mask thing. I know this is kind of not entirely of the moment useful, but I do want to talk about it because I've been looking for a dupe for so long. So I'm going to remove this and now we're going to try the Maybelline. I know it's only been 3 hours. Some might want a longer period than this. I truthfully would put it on in the morning, eat my lunch at work, and then reapply it. At my desk, no mirror needed. It's just kind of in my bag, something to keep my lips feeling hydrated, looking smooth. I feel a little bit more polished and put together, but I'm not wearing something that I'm worried about kind of wearing or smearing all over or looking strange. And that's always been what I use this gloss for. If I can find one for a lower cost, that'd be perfect. So I took that off. I will say, when I removed it, my lips were feeling a little bit dry. Now, they're not entirely used to wearing lip things that aren't balms recently, but I say that purely because it's not a lip balm. It's not the same as wearing a lip balm. It feels like a lip balm, but it's not a lip balm. So I still like to wear a lip balm when I'm not wearing a lip product. At nighttime, I wear a really heavy lip balm. This will make your lips look perfect. It will make your lips feel perfect. When you remove it, they're not as hydrated as if you'd been wearing a lip balm. But this one from Maybelline says it's got hyaluronic acid in it, and when I was wearing it earlier, it really did feel quite nice. This is the closest I have come. Is this a weird shot to not have my eyes in? Maybe. Why has it suddenly gone really dark? I'll give myself some light from my mirror. Yeah, this is the closest I've come to oh, we can go brighter, to a feeling of that Lip Maximiser, in that the texture is still, like, it's very glossy, but the texture is still very balmy, so it's really, really comfortable. Immediately, you put your lips together, there's absolutely no stickiness, but it's a lot thicker. I don't know how to describe that. It's still got that same kind of really comfortable, balmy, nice texture, but it's thicker, but still not sticky or gloopy in any way. But as I'm putting it on, there's just more of it. The consistency is just heavier. So I put it on, I feel like you get a better gloss. It's almost got that like juicy chew feel to it. Like, although there's no stickiness, I think that if you put a lot on, like this is just like a little bit all around. If you put a lot of it on, I feel like you get that thing where you put your lips together and there's like a string of glue. You don't get that, I don't get that, but that's what it feels like it should give me. So it's 2:30 now. I'm gonna come back in another 3 hours and just kind of see how this looks. Should we bring the light back? Because I really do think I've suddenly lost light. I love this. Like I said, I wore this morning, so this is not a true first impression. And it should have given you a bit of an indication that I wore it this morning and then was like, I need to film a video about this. Spoiler alert, I might like it. But there is a difference. It's not immediately, wow, this is exactly the same product. It has got like a sweet scent. Again, quite a sweet mint scent. Slightly different, but it is a sweet mint scent. And again, it tastes quite nice. I've just looked at the images from just applying this and just applying the Dior, and I did notice something when I zoomed in, and I just want to say now because I'm going to forget later. It is settling in the lines of my lips. Honest to God, lines I didn't even know I had. You can kind of see it from here. You know those like individual lines? I can see that with this. I couldn't see it with the other. The other was more smoothing. This definitely gives me the smooth feeling, and it's a beautiful gloss, but I don't know if it's because of that heavier texture that it is actually showing those lines. So if that's something that you are aware of, or something that you want to avoid, then again, this is something with this one that I can see that I couldn't see with the first. It's possible I forgot I was filming this video, so it's actually been 3 hours now. But we're gonna do a close-up and a final evaluation of the two products. I definitely still have that balminess. It's still very, very comfortable to wear. I would say, when I rub my lips together, I have the ever so slight gritty feeling. It's nothing major. It's not something that I would even consider to be a con. I'm just looking for any point of difference. And there is just the tiny, tiny, tiniest, grittiest feeling. Overall, I would say, and this is from someone who absolutely loves the Lip Maximiser. I've told as many people who will listen, yes, it's worth the money. I absolutely love it. I've tried to find a drugstore alternative. Everything's either sticky or it's not quite that kind of milky, clearish, translucent is the word I'm looking for, balm. It doesn't feel right, it doesn't look right, it doesn't do the whole smoothing thing. This is as close as I think we're gonna get. It's not perfect. I still think the Dior one is better, but it's not that much more money better. I still might buy it as a bit of a bougie splurge because it's lasted me forever, and I really do enjoy it. But if you are looking for a cheaper alternative and you don't want to splurge in the first place, 100%, the Maybelline is, let's say if the Dior is a 10, the Maybelline is a 9. It's that close. It's super, super close. I actually really want to try the coloured versions of the Maybelline one now because it's so comfortable. I kind of want to see how the colour wears. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Maybe I'll get a colourful version of the both of them and we'll do another one of these. But hopefully this has been useful. For those of you who've been waiting for me to finally find a dupe, I think we're finally here. And for those of you who maybe just were wondering what the Maybelline is like, really, really nice. Especially right now, if you're just looking for something even to wear within the house, or if you're on Zoom calls and things, and you just want to feel a little bit more polished, and you feel like you're kind of hydrating your lips at the same time, it's never going to wear away to something really, it's just nice all day. This is a really, really nice product and I would recommend it. Don't forget, if you are into this kind of thing, the reviews, we're going to have wear and compares or reviews every single Wednesday from now on. If you want me to review something specific, let me know, leave me a comment, and I will see you guys on Friday with another Faves and Fails.